Today, I'm gonna explain why TikTok is the most booty-cheek social media app ever in the human race. Well, actually, Nash, what about Twitter? That's way worse. No, TikTok is the worst social media app, and I say that with 1,000%, 100% certainty. The first problem I have with it is how it ruins people's attention spans, and it has made it very hard to communicate with people when their attention spans are worse than a freaking goldfish. I'll be talking to somebody for 5 seconds, and then because I didn't move my mouth for 0.1 seconds, they go on their phone and then they just start scrolling on TikTok. Once I actually saw somebody who went on their phone while they crossed the road in busy traffic areas. To be honest, at this point, I just feel bad for every single teacher. Like, you're up there, you're trying to teach the kids, and then they're on their phone for the whole time. Like, honestly, I would probably yell at the kids. I mean, sure, granted, school isn't really the best place for kids to develop their attention spans. If anything, it probably makes them worse. But still, I would throw the kids out the window if they couldn't wait 40 minutes for me to finish talking, and then they could waste their life on TikTok. Now, before any of you Gen Z kids start to argue, well, actually, Nash, the human race has been getting lazier and lazier due to us not needing to do anything to survive in our lives nowadays. So it's not my fault I'm lazy, it's actually because I'm part of the newest generation. You're so inconsiderate, you're such a bigot. And shut up, by the way. Sure, the human race was indeed getting their attention spans lowered before TikTok, but TikTok sure as hell isn't helping it. Yes, if I were to stab myself in the head, I'd probably die. But if I stab myself in the neck, I sure as hell wouldn't be helping it. And while we're on the topic of random Gen Z kids making a bunch of excuses, and you know what, screw it, it's not even Generation Z anymore, it's millennials, it's Generation X, it's Generation Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But mainly, the whole human race has been getting more lazy, and when people get more lazy, they normally have excuses to cover up for their laziness. Like the amount of projects that I've done with people, where the whole time they just scroll on TikTok, do nothing the whole class, and then proceed to complain that there wasn't enough days. Like, bruh, you literally spent the whole day on TikTok, and you're now complaining that you didn't get enough days? What, were you gonna start working on it the 10th day? Well, actually, Nash, didn't you at one point make excuses to not change the settings on your mic because you thought that's what your fans wanted? Okay, yes, I did do that, and I admitted it. There we go. Now, you might be thinking, there's no direct correlation of why people are lazy after they started using TikTok. Well, there is, and it's because of this little thing called dopamine. You see, dopamine is meant to be given out whenever you do something rewarding. Like, example, if you get a goal in soccer, or if you were to eat food. In fact, that's how we actually get enjoyment out of a ton of things, because of dopamine. In fact, you clicking on this video and you watching the video to the end is probably going to give you some dopamine. And the thing is, for the most part, watching all these videos should be fine. As long as you don't spend your entire life watching YouTube videos, you should be fine, because YouTube videos are normally about 8 minutes long. Meaning that you should have about 6 dopamine hits per hour if you were to use it 100% of the time. If we're being extra generous, let's say once you finish the video, that's more dopamine, so that's about 12. And if we're being really generous, let's assume you like all 6 of those videos, so that's 6 more dopamine in total. 18. And let's assume all those videos you subscribe to all the YouTubers, so that's about roughly 24. And if you comment, then that's 36, and then sharing to your friends, we'll just put that as N. Also, no, I don't know exactly how much dopamine every single one of it gives, and they probably don't measure it in numbers, but that's what we're doing right here. Now, if you watch TikTok for 1 hour straight, since every TikTok video is 1 minute long, already that's almost double the amount of dopamine you're getting from watching YouTube videos. And that's not even talking about likes or subscribes. Again though, the dopamine, you might say, is very, very slim. Like, I'm probably gonna get more dopamine by getting 1 basketball in the net than I am to watch 10 YouTube videos. But because you could get all that easy dopamine that you did just by flicking your finger up, it makes you more and more lazy, as you don't have to do that much to get that rush. But hey, I'd be kind of a hypocrite here, because really that's kind of what I'm doing. Hey guys, did you know that only 3.5% of y'all are subscribed? I just thought I'd mention it now since we were talking about likes and sharing in comments. Hey, it doesn't sound like a bad idea now that you're thinking it. Yay! Is it on the same level? No. So there's an argument there if there was actually good videos on TikTok, but no, most of the videos on TikTok are just completely mindless. Most of them consist of just gameplay in the background of some random mobile games, the Family Guy clip, pop-up checks, and a satisfying video. And because so many of these videos are similar, they just blend into your brain, giving you no new experience. Not to mention all the dancing and just the repetitive content on general. I grammar very well. Sure, there are some good TikTokers, but even then, those TikTokers just normally upload on YouTube Shorts. And before you ask, no, I do not scroll on YouTube Shorts. I scroll on regular YouTube, and sometimes I'll see a YouTube Short that's interesting because they also put the YouTube Shorts on the front page. Or YouTube. After I do that, I jump right out of YouTube Shorts, which in my opinion is how it should be done. So I just proved how TikTok is completely useless and how when you are watching it, the only thing you're succeeding on doing is ruining your attention span and your brain. However, you could still argue that's good for advertising, and I'm gonna stop you right there, bud. Because, okay, for this to explain itself, we have to look at the TikTok algorithm. So whenever you upload your first video on TikTok, TikTok will automatically send it to a bunch of people at random, and if you are able to keep their attention spans, then congratulations, you'll be more recommended for the other videos. If not, the rest of the videos you upload will not get any views at all. However, since these people have long had their brains turned into mush from this, the only way to keep their attention spans is using Family Guy, Subway Surfer BS. And because you're doing that, you can't show them the real you. If you want to advertise for your YouTube channel, just use YouTube Shorts. Even if you upload videos showing the real you, they're still not going to click on the link if they're on TikTok. Meanwhile, on YouTube Shorts, they might be willing to sub to you, and you actually might get an audience member just watches YouTube Shorts. But if I'm being honest, it doesn't really matter, because whether you upload videos to YouTube Shorts or TikTok, they still won't know you are, little bro. You're just a guy who does this. They probably forget you 99.9% of the day, and the time they actually remember who you are is when they're watching you. Bringing to my next point on TikTok, you won't be able to get paid. Because, sure, YouTube doesn't really pay you that much, but at least you can get your fans to go buy a Patreon or something. But because your fans don't care about you on TikTok, ain't no way you're gonna get them to pay for your Patreon or channel membership. In conclusion, my burning hatred for TikTok burns lighter than the most powerful places in the deepest, darkest depths of hell. And honestly, I just hope it gets banned not only in the US, but in my country, and Brazil, and everywhere. Unless we use the Chinese TikTok. Honestly, the Chinese knew what they were doing when they made TikTok, making it educational and stuff. Okay, from now on, to make the engagement rate on my YouTube channel better, I'm gonna make these outros half as long. Thank y'all for watching. I love all y'all. Sub up, like, please leave a comment. I really like those, and goodbye.